Hello children, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to teach you a very interesting story from class 5 English. In this video, I will explain the whole chapter in simple English and we will also learn some new vocabulary words together. So stay tuned till the end. Let's begin a story called The Decision of the Panchayat. In this story, we will meet a hardworking farmer and a tricky neighbor and a wise village council. It shows how honesty and wisdom can solve any problem. So let's listen it carefully and find out what happened in this story. Once upon a time, there lived a farmer in a small village. He was very hardworking farmer. He wanted to grow some more fields. He already had two fields. How many fields? Two fields. But he wanted to grow some more crops. So he bought a new field from his neighbor and there was a well. And when did he buy the new field? When he became prospered. The meaning of prospered is to become successful. To become successful, or you can say flourished. When he became successful, he bought another field. And beside the field, there was a well. The meaning of next to it is beside of something. So beside the field there was a well. The farmer also bought the well so he could draw the water for his fields. And let me tell you, bought. Bought is the second form of buy. Let's see what happened next. The neighbor was very cunning man. The meaning of cunning is clever, or you can say foxy. He was very clever man. He thought of a plan to cheat the farmer. So the next morning, when the farmer reached the well, he went to draw the water from the well. What did he find? He found that the neighbor was already standing there, and neighbor refused him to draw the water from the well. The meaning of refused is to deny. He denied him to draw the water from the well, and when the farmer asked him why, let's see what was the reply. He said that I sold you the well, not the water. The farmer became very shocked and he didn't understand what to do. He said, wasn't the water also the part of the well? The water still belongs to me. The meaning of belongs is the owner of something. The neighbor said that I'm still the owner of the water. I sold you the well, not the water. After listening this, the farmer became very worried. He didn't know what to do. The meaning of worried is tensed. He didn't know what to do in this situation, so he decided to go to the Panchayat or the village chief for the help. And he told her about his case and told the village chief that the neighbor is not letting me to draw the water from the well. The neighbor is saying that the water still belongs to me. After listening the story of the farmer, the village chief fixed a day for a meeting, and the meeting was conducted under the big banyan tree. When the day came, all the members of the Panchayat gathered under the big banyan tree. What is the meaning of gathered here? Assembled. All the members were assembled under the banyan tree that was in the center of the village. In the meeting, both the farmer and the neighbor were called upon. The meaning of summoned is to call upon. Both were called upon. And in the meeting, the farmer told his side of the story and the neighbor told his side of the story. Everyone listened carefully. The farmer explained the situation to the gathering. The farmer told everyone that what had happened to him. The chief asked the neighbor, the chief of the Panchayat asked the neighbor, why are you stopping him to draw the water from the well that he bought from you? The chief wanted to understand both sides before giving a decision. Again, the neighbor said the same thing, that I sold him the well, not the water in it. The neighbor, who was very cunning, very clever or unfair, he repeated the same excuse and said that I sold him the well, not the water inside it. So the farmer had no right to draw the water from the well or to use the water from the well, because I am still the owner of the well. The members of the Panchayat as well as the villagers tried to reason with him. The Panchayat members and the villagers tried to make the neighbor understand that he was wrong But the neighbor refused to listen as he was very adamant. Adamant means he was very stubborn. He didn't want to change his mind. Stubborn, or you can say firm. He didn't want to change his mind. Then the Panchayat members talked to each other quietly and they wanted to find a fair and wise solution to the problem. They all stood up for to give the judgment. After talking, the Panchayat was ready to announce their decision. Everyone stood up to hear what they would say. The whole village was excited to know the result. Are you also excited to know the result? The village chief started speaking and he said that after listening carefully to both the farmer and the neighbor, they agreed that the neighbor was right about one thing, that he had sold only the well. The neighbor gave a satisfied smile, however, continued the village chief. If you have not sold the water and the water is yours. After listening this, the neighbor smiled very proudly. He thought he had won the case now and the Panchayat would support him. But then the village chief added something clever. He said that if you had sold the well, not the water inside it, if you had sold the well, not the water inside it, or if the water is yours, then you cannot keep the water in someone else's well, or you cannot keep the water in the farmer's well. You must remove the water, your water at once. The neighbor was shocked. After listening this, he became very shocked because he knew that it is impossible. If the neighbor couldn't take out all his water, then it would belong to the farmer who is the real owner of the well. After listening this, the farmer became very relaxed. The meaning of relieved is relaxed, and he shouted with a joy. He became very happy. He shouted with a joy because he finally got the justice. The clever neighbor realized that cheating will not lead anywhere. The neighbor understood that the being clever in a wrong way or cheating others never helps. He felt ashamed of his behavior. He had to pay. The village chief said that he had to pay a fine as well as apologize to the farmer. The Panchayat also punished the neighbor and he had to pay some money as a fine and say sorry to the farmer for his mistake. Apologize means to say sorry. All the villagers were very happy and thankful. They all praised the Panchayat for being fair, wise, and solving the problem in such a smart way. And that's how the wise Panchayat solved the problem so cleverly. The farmer was happy, the neighbor learned his lesson, and the villagers praised the Panchayat's wisdom. So, children, this story teaches us that honesty and fairness always win in the end. We should never try to cheat others because truth always shines bright. Truth always shines bright. So if you like the story, don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. And also comment below and tell me what did you learn from this story. Thank you everyone.